Alright, found this article on the Gateway Pundit. Fleeing drug suspect gets hit in the head with a cooler by a police officer. Suspect dies as a result. Cop is suspended following the incident. Motorcycle riding drug suspect named Eric Dupree died after a New York Police Department NYPD sergeant tossed a cooler he grabbed from a local family sidewalk table at him, knocking him off his bike. Dupree was fleeing a Bronx buy and bust drug sting at the time. So was he trying to buy drugs or was he trying to sell drugs? Just curious. Following the incident, the NYPD announced that Sergeant Eric Duran, an NYPD Bronx narcotics veteran who joined the force in 2010, wow, so 13 years, was suspended without pay just hours after the lethal afternoon encounter. The NYPD also said the New York Attorney General's office was leading the investigation into this incident with their assistance. As Gateway Pundit readers know, the Attorney General of New York is none other than radical leftist Lieutenant James, a deranged Trump hater. Well, that's some biases there. New York City medical examiner will determine an official cause of death. So I guess I should just say it. My take on illicit substances: you should just decriminalize them and let people do what they want to do with their life. If you're an adult and you want to do drugs and it ruins your life, well, that's on you. No government assistance at all. Now, if you're a drug dealer, you can sell drugs, just not to children. If you get caught selling to children, you get the death penalty. But that's not how the world works. My way of saying, if this guy was a drug dealer, I have no sympathy for him. And if he was a druggie, I don't have any sympathy for druggies either. Quick disclaimer, they said he was a drug suspect, so it doesn't necessarily mean he's guilty. Now, the police officer throwing a cooler at his head, well, you could have just thrown the cooler in front of the bike, too, I'd imagine. But the result would be somewhat similar. The guy would go flying from his bike head first. So the question is, was he wearing a helmet? I don't know. Probably not. But that being said, if he went head first into a car and crushed his skull like an egg, you'd still have the outcry. So in my opinion, the police officer shouldn't have done that. 3 reasons why. 1, this is New York City we're talking about. How long would this guy have been in prison for? My way of saying, once you get all the paperwork done and pay for the damages done to the car, because apparently the bike hit someone's car, would it really be worth it? Because the guy would probably be out on bail before the paperwork's even finished. Second, I don't want to fault the police officer. However, I have to say it. What if that scooter swacked someone else on the sidewalk? Because the rider lost control of the bike because he got knocked out by the cop. So I can't dismiss that possibility. The third reason why the cop shouldn't have done that: New York City, it's a leftist haven, bleeding heart liberals. This is a bit from his sister, 31-year-old Erica Dupree Sotu, was heartbroken and confused following the incident. She's told the Daily News there was no reason for the police officer to throw a cooler despite the fact her brother was allegedly fleeing the scene of a crime. It's crazy the cop threw a cooler at him. He used to work as a delivery man for Uber, DoorDash. He used the same scooter for deliveries that he was riding in yesterday when he was attacked. Well, that's it for my thoughts on this event. Take care out there.